Why? Why? I just don't get it. Like, this is major. Like, oh my god. Like, this is the end of the arc, but it's major. Like, this is the end of volume 2, if I'm correct. But there were major changes from what I saw. There were major changes. Now I'm gonna talk about the good parts I liked about this episode first. So you guys can hear my rant later on, but there were only very few parts that I liked about this episode. And that was the only one part, and that was Uri. Basically, Uri's way of expressing himself, the whole he's like, more, 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 I want more, like promotion and all that. Well done with that. I also like the start where, what's his name? Takizawa just like puts Kaneki throughout all the buildings and stuff. I also like the Nutcracker fight because it was good adapted. Now, major ranting here. I'm gonna be on major ranting here. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna be major ranting here now. Bad animation. Again, previous episode it was bad animation. Again, this episode I found the animation bad. I'm sorry if you guys like the animation, you guys like the animation, but for me, it doesn't matter if I have a bad animation or good animation. For me, the story matters. Okay, let me tell you what basically they completely changed from the manga. First part, major development for Psycho. Yeah, Psycho. I'm upset with that. Like, my dude, there were some big developments in this. Like, how many chapters did they adapt to this episode? I think so. 4 or 5? I think so. I don't remember. I think so. It was 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. If I'm correct, 31 is the last chapter of this volume, basically, volume 2. Now, this arc was good until this part for me. Like, not gonna lie, that this auction arc, it was good until this part came up for me. Now, first thing, they didn't even reveal because this is a nitpicking. Okay, this is a nitpicking I have, not a major issue I have, but it's a nitpicking this one, because they didn't reveal that Mutsuki is a girl. Basically, uh, we see that, what's his name? I forgot. Uri. There we go. We see that Uri realizes she's a girl, but he also says that, oh, she's a woman. He also says that. Just a nitpick in there, though. You guys, that's not a big thing to worry about. Big thing is to worry about is Psycho. But dude, Psycho's expressions in the manga and in the anime have a huge difference. She isn't even shaken by the fact that Kaneki has been attacked. When she was watching Kaneki through the monitor, there was a huge facial expression that she gave. She was afraid. She was about to cry. That's the facial expression she gave. And then next thing you know, she's hiding behind a pillar, watching Kaneki getting destroyed by, what's his name? Takizawa. Like, my dude, she's seeing him getting destroyed by Takizawa. Another major development is Hina's development. Like, she is literally saying, Kaneki, don't go. Don't fight this fight. She literally doesn't want Kaneki to fight this fight. And yet Kaneki goes and says, like, don't worry. I know Kaneki is a good person. That is Heisei, basically. He says that Ken Kaneki was a good person. I know that. But he might be a good person. I know that because he has somebody who cares so much about him. But I am Heisei Sasuke. That's basically what he says. And that's a major thing he says in this basic part, because he shows that, oh yeah, Kaneki is still remembered. He shows that, oh, he realizes that Kaneki is a good person. And he basically walks like, he basically says that he realizes that Kaneki was a good person. That was a huge development there. Now, another thing is Psycho popping out, and she's like, don't go. We don't want you to disappear. It's basically another thing they didn't show. Psycho just popped out of nowhere, and she just saw Kaneki getting stabbed. I'm like, my dude, that's not what happened in the manga. Like, I'm like, I don't know about you anime onlys, but this is like major issue for me because looking at the manga and looking at the anime, I see major difference in this ending. Like my dude, I really feel very different because the first half I don't have a problem with it. Story wise I don't again animation yeah, but story wise I don't have problem with the first half because the first half was like more focused. Like I really like the Uri part. They did that well. They did the Shizuru part well, where he's fighting Nutcracker. That part was done where he's like, "Don't talk like a human." Like that part was done well. I'll even hell, I'll even give the credit to the part where Juzo shows up and he pretty much just says that I don't hold a grudge against you. Now, if anybody hasn't read the manga of Tokyo Ghoul, they will not know who Big Mom is, but Big Mama, what? Mama. My God, I'm mixing One Piece with Tokyo Ghoul Re. But who they'll not know who Mama is if they have not read the OG Tokyo Ghoul, the first Tokyo Ghoul, the prequel to Tokyo Ghoul Re. If they have not read the manga, they may not know who Big. Again, sorry about Big. I have a bad habit of saying Big Mom because of One Piece. But anyways, Mama. They will not know who Mama is basically. But in Tokyo Ghoul, the prequel, they pretty much showcased who she was, and that was another thing. Like that was the flashback that was given. Like these cars were put on by Mama, but to me, that's basically what Juzo was indicating, and we saw her get slaughtered, and that's basically it. Anyways, I didn't have problem with the first half because the first half was I think so well adapted. But my dude, that ending change, that really pissed me off. Now I know I'm ranting a lot about the ending, but my dude, if you do this kind of major changes with you, major development to the characters, especially major development to Hina, who is actually the child whose mother was murdered in the first season of Tokyo Ghoul. If anybody has seen the anime, I'm pretty sure all of you guys have seen the anime if you're watching Tokyo Ghoul Re, the first Tokyo Ghoul. So if you remember the mother who was murdered in the first Tokyo Ghoul by Mado, that's right, not Akira, her father. Basically, he murdered the mother of that girl, Hina, in the first Tokyo Ghoul. The first Tokyo Ghoul. So basically, uh, that girl is basically Hina. She is Hina, basically the child who Kaneki was taking care of. That's Hina, basically. Yeah, pretty much that. I really am upset with this because I was thinking this was gonna be a good episode, and I didn't have any problems with the animation too. Because, listen, I noticed the bad animation and stuff, but for me the story matters. It doesn't matter if I get bad animation or not. But when I look at this stuff, like when you do major changes like this, which you character development, like huge character development, not even a small character development. Like I put it in small character developments. I would like, nah, I don't give a damn about the small character development, but huge character development like these, like small expressions. Like I've said this a lot of times in my previous video, and I'll say it again. Tokyo Ghoul isn't all about action. It's a lot. It's an in-depth story. It isn't all about just action. Like go all in like a battle shonen. It ain't battle shonen. It is a really in-depth story. Like you have to go in depth with what's happening in Tokyo Ghoul. You just can't leave out major character development such as this, because again, this episode, the ending just pissed me off. Like what, like how they portrayed Psycho to be, because Psycho, she was watching this whole fight. Remember that she was watching Hina help Kaneki. She was watching that fight too. Like my dude, that is a major issue right over there. Oh, another thing they missed out on. Now, I don't know if they'll add it up in the next episode or not, but they missed out on introducing the team that was going to go after Rabbit. I don't remember what they were called, but they missed out on that thing too. Now I remember that shit too. Like, my dude, that again, I'm like, these are some major issues when I see at them. Like, like, like they rushed this too hard. Like, this is just like, I think so. They should have taken another episode just to do this, but my dude, if you're gonna leave important character development such as Psycho's character development and Hina's character development, as well as Heisei's character development, basically him acknowledging Kaneki basically to be a good person rather just some maniac who he was, you missed out on that too. So it's just it just takes my mind off the series and want me to drop it at some point. Like, I really feel like that when I see this stuff happen in the anime. Like, I really enjoy Tokyo Ghoul manga. I really did. And again, I say I didn't completely catch up with the manga yet. I am still like around 120, 130 chapters. I'm at the time where the time skip occurs right now. So it's like this, like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know. Like, how can I express this stuff? Like, and through what I have heard in the rumors that this is going to be a 24 episode series, and I don't want this to be a 24 episode series if this is what they do, because this is major, like, major difference. Like, it's a major thing to happen. Like, all of a sudden, all these characteristics, like Psycho's characteristics, I really got pissed on when I saw Psycho just look at the screen and be like, huh, what's happening? Like that was her expression. Well, you see in manga, her facial expression was like, oh no, Kaneki is in trouble, what should I do? Like, you could see her crying, her eyes were just circling around with tears. Like, my dude, that's a major difference. Like, we like I really don't know what to say now. But anyways, let me know what you think about this episode, anime only, because I don't know if you guys enjoyed it or not, but the animation was bad. I know that, again, really bad animation. Like, I really don't like it. Anyways, yeah, I really didn't like it. I'm sorry. If you guys like the animation, it's your choice, but I really didn't like the animation for this episode too. I'm sorry. But let me know what you think about this episode of Tokyo Ghoul. Let me know what the readers, the manga readers, are you as upset as I am with what they did with the ending of this episode? And let me know what in general do you think about this episode? Just let me know about it, because I'm really upset about all this happening. So let me know about it. I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.